No. If you engaged in some sort of high stakes speculation and thought that you were going to put, what does this say? What does this say? Wait a second. Centralize the processing and management of all pledging and maintenance of collateral through the state rather than through each entity. This doesn't make any sense. You can't have it both ways, assholes. All right, Texas Pooled Collateral Program. This is coming up under the Comptroller of Texas. Under Texas law, a depository institution must pledge security to collateralize deposits of public funds by a public entity in excess of federal deposit limits. The Pooled Collateral Program allows a depository institution to pool collateral for public entities and requires a comptroller to regulate and monitor the program. Under this program, the comptroller ensures that the securities pledged as collateral have a market value greater than the deposits. Are you saying that you take cases that are filed through the electronic system and you give them a market value? And when somebody in a so called state depository institution needs to float collateral overnight to make their fucking window, you will take our lives and our attempt to seek due process and let them use it as pool collateral for their leveraging? I don't friggin' think so. You can't have it both ways. You can't say that each local jurisdiction is allowed to have its special legal code where you will prioritize certain kinds of cases by county or municipality, even if it's to the expense of actual service of justice for that specific person. It's like that locality has preference in designing case law and argumentation around select charges. And so people are hustled from district to district so that that charge can be put in a specific district. So that some fancy ass lawyers and judges there can put their names at that time on that charge as part of whatever your considerations of judicial and legal capital is in Texas. You can't say that you are allowed to do that and then also say you're allowed to do this. You can't do that. You can't just arbitrarily swap or pool all of that collateral and then let somebody that didn't make their hedge use our lives to float the offset of their default. No. First of all, the local rules are unconstitutional. If you're trying to go for that right to local self-government, especially if you're trying to justify it from those perspectives, which I contend are completely unconstitutional. It's about privileging a sect and ritual performance of, or performance of Masonic ritual, as opposed to actually respecting the Constitution. But even if you do somehow argue that, well, it is actually constitutional and your little judge friends that you've got in your secret society decide to side with you because, that kind of a liability isn't as easy to work with, then you can't do this. You can't do this. And by the way, this apparently was adjudged to be constitutional before the 34th Amendment to the Constitution of Texas. You can't have it both fucking ways.